What is up, guys, and welcome back to the South Coast. Today's video is going to be part 3 of the backyard restoration series that I'm trying to get going here down on the South Coast. So y'all stay tuned. Just going to be a bit of an update. I'll let y'all know how it's coming along. Alright guys, so we're just going to do a quick little walk around of the yard, sort of show you what I got going on. In the second video, I showed you I had some little tiny grass blades coming up in some different spots, and just sort of been continuing to water and sort of try and do my best to take care of this grass seed as it's trying to come up a little bit. I have cut the grass once, but I didn't cut the newly seeded grass. I just cut the existing patches. It's mostly St. Augustine of what was existing, stuff I didn't cover up with dirt and reseed. So I was able to do that. Getting a lot of weeds coming up, so I'm trying to take care of getting stuff weeded as we go along, try and give this grass its best chance at growing. But yeah, we'll do a little walk around. Other than cutting the grass that one time and pulling up weeds, the only other thing I've really done since the last video is I went around and picked up like the big chunks of clay that weren't breaking down, rocks, different stuff like that. That was in this dirt that I got that did not, that just wasn't good quality stuff. So we'll take a look at this grass and go from there. Alright guys, so starting up here by the house, around this oak tree, we got a little bit of grass coming in there, not super great. And then back over in this corner, it's not really coming up at all. I think that's more of a sunlight thing than anything else. Stays really shaded over here, so may have to come through, thin these trees out a little bit, try and get some sunlight down to this part of the yard to get that grass to grow. Here where the old walkway was, it's coming up great right here in this area, but as you get over to where it is not getting much sunlight, it sort of dies off, not doing good there. Here in the dog's little highway area, it's looking pretty decent. Sort of thin on these edges, so hopefully that'll fill in a little bit. Starting to come in here along the edge of the house. One thing I think I want to do is on the edge of the house, maybe come out 12 inches or so, and just I want to take the grass and dirt out and put rocks, basically just have a rock edge around the slab. I think that'll sort of deter any sort of termites or rotting from water sitting there and wet dirt and stuff like that. I don't know if that's really an issue or not, but I think it's something. I think it'll also add a nice little aesthetic, putting in some nice limestone or something there. So moving back into the yard, still coming up pretty good through here. And just one thing I'm getting a lot of is getting a lot of this dollarweed, clover, and then I just pulled a bunch of this stuff up. I'm not exactly sure what this is. Maybe somebody out there can tell me. It looks like a grass, but I'm fairly certain it's some sort of weed grass, not really anything I want to have in my yard. And there's a ton of it right through here. And I think it's sort of pulling some nutrients away from my grass seed that I planted, and sort of killing some sunlight getting down to that new seed. So I've been trying to pick this stuff out. Dollar weeds, they're hard to pull out, and then not sure what this is either, but I've been pulling it out as I go. So getting some grass coming in here, and then sort of the further back into the yard we go on this side, it's coming in good. It's nice and thick coming all through here. Like I said, we got more of this stuff all through here that I'm slowly picking out here and there. Back corner, it's doing good right through here. Over here, not so much. I think that may be sunlight also, or could be how I'm watering it. Not really sure. I really don't know why some spots are coming up better than others. Maybe some spots got seeded more heavily than others and they're just taking off more. Areas like this are starting to fill in, getting a little bit of growth right here. But these smaller patches of dirt in the middle of the yard, they're doing much better than the rest. It's coming in pretty good. I think these spots are going to be good and filled in shortly. Over here, dog's little wrestling area, it's real thin. I'm not sure, maybe I just didn't get back into this corner heavy enough with the seed or what, but I think what I'm going to do is reseed at some point. I'd like to get this grass, the stuff that I planted the first round, get it up tall enough to where I can get at least one cut on it, and then come back and overseed, reseed some of these spots. Like over here, there's nothing going on. I'm not real sure what happened. So getting some growth here. Right there is looking pretty good. And then sort of this edge, it's barely starting to come in. So we'll give it more time, see how it fills in. Not a lot happening through here. Not sure if that is just slower or sunlight. We got a big sycamore tree above this area, so that could be it. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. Alright guys, well, what have I been doing to take care of this grass as it is coming up? I've been watering it. I have not put any other fertilizer or anything like that. I've just been watering the heck out of it, trying to hit it at least 2 times a day. If I notice it's getting dried out during the day, I'll hit it a 3rd time. One of the blessings about this coronavirus deal going on is I'm only going into work a couple times a week, so I'm at home a lot more during this time, so I'm able to keep an eye on this dirt, keep it nice and moist, and just give the seed the water that it needs, this grass the water that it needs to grow. So I've been keeping up with the watering. I got a sprinkler, and then I'm also doing hand watering. We've had a lot of wind lately, so I'm going to do some hand watering to make sure everything gets nice and wet. Also, like I said earlier, just been picking up weeds here and there as I'm walking in and out, setting the sprinkler and stuff like that. Just trying to pull a handful of weeds here and there, trying to stay on top of it. I have a post-emergent herbicide to spray on here, but from what I've been reading through my research is you want this new grass to get a good foothold and some good strong root system before spraying it. So I'm holding off on doing that. I think that's going to help with the dollar weeds and the clover. I'm not sure if it's going to help with that grassy weed that I have, whatever it is. I need to do more research on it. So we'll see when it comes time to do that, if that helps. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just been watering it, pulling weeds, cleaning up the chunks of clay and rock and stuff like that as I go. That's pretty much it. That's the update. If y'all have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Hit that thumbs up if you have been enjoying this series, and click subscribe if you haven't already. Stay up to date with the progress on this project, other projects as they come up. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this video down. I think the neighbor dogs want me to shut this video down, so we'll catch you next time down here on the South Coast. Y'all have a good one.